Hi everyone, so my name is Anthony Zayas, and today I will be presenting my business report on Chapter 19, Section 2 on property taxes. So, property taxes. What is it? It is the taxes that are put forth on people who own property such as real estate, homes, and buildings. So it's similar to regular taxes, but this tax is specifically tailored towards any type of property that you own, such as real estate, homes, and buildings. But this is also excluding conventional stuff like laptops, watches, phones, and stuff like that. But why is property taxes important? It is important because it takes money from property owners for the local government to fund for public schools and safety, infrastructure, and the government itself. So basically, it takes money from taxpayers in order to fund the government and the programs that the government provides and that we use on and see on a daily basis. So the 5 W's of property taxes. As stated before, I already told you guys what is property taxes, but who charges property taxes and who is that tax put upon? Property tax is charged by the local government and not the federal government, and the tax is charged towards anyone who owns a property. So because the federal government doesn't charge this is charged by the local government, and the local government has to take charge of how property tax is collected and used. And the tax is charged towards anyone who owns a property. Like as stated before, not like a laptop or a watch or a phone, but actual land and or buildings and homes. And where is the property charged? It is charged anywhere where people own a property. However, the amount of taxes charged varies between properties. So property tax could be charged in Hawaii, in Alaska, and in other places throughout the U.S. Because that property tax is charged for the property that you own, and that amount changes between properties. For example, here in Moreno Valley, the property tax would be less than the property tax in LA because of the difference in the market value of that property. Continuing on with the 5 W's of property taxes. When is property tax charged? Property tax is charged typically monthly. It is assessed annually and charged monthly. But again, this varies. So why are people charged property taxes? As stated before, people are charged property tax in order to help the government fund for public safety in schools, infrastructure, and the local government itself. This is because federal funding is sometimes not enough for the local government to provide for things like public safety, schools, infrastructure, and the government itself. So the local government came up with property taxes as a way to make up for the lack of money, and they use that money for these programs. So here's an example of some property taxes. So the assessed value is the assessment rate times the market value of the property. So let's say the home's market value is $240,000 and the assessment rate is 30%. So the assessed value of that home is 0.3 times $240,000, which is equivalent to $80,000. And the total amount of property taxes that will be charged is the tax rate times the assessed value. However, we must determine the tax rate first. So the tax rate is equivalent to the budget needed by the government divided by the total assessed value of all the properties that have been assessed. So let's say the budget needed by the government is $150,000 and the total assessed value for all the properties is $1,970,000. Therefore, the tax rate is equivalent to $150,000 divided by $1,970,000 is equivalent to the tax rate of 7.614%. So in total, the property taxes is equivalent to the tax rate times the assessed value of the property, and therefore the property tax charged for this home specifically is 7.614% times 80,000, which comes out to $6,091.37. So that is one example of how property taxes would work for a home of for a decent home of regular value. And so that is my presentation for property taxes. If you would like more information, here's my works cited, and that is my report for property taxes.